kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my healthy meals that I absolutely love to do. It's very healthy, packed full of protein, it fills you up really nicely. It's one of those ones where you can actually prep it in advance. You can put it in Tupperware afterwards and stick it in the fridge. Only part of it though, I'll explain that as I go along. But this is probably one of my favourite ones to have because also if I get the munchies, and I love my food, I'm a huge foodie. Like, I love my food. It's a very good, easy one to like stick in the fridge, and then you kind of like prep it, put it on a plate, and you're done. I think it's a really good one for when you just really want to munch to eat, or like I said, it makes a really good meal. So here we go. So the first thing you're going to need with this is you need some boiled eggs. Now I've already got 2 boiled eggs in here. I'm going to peel those in a second. Then you also need to make sure you've got avocados. And then you need some Greek yogurt. Make sure you get the unsweetened kind because this is a savoury dish. And then you want some chives. And then you also want some baby gem lettuce. So I'm going to crack on with opening everything. Just one. One of those. And here we have our chives. So ideally you want to have some fresh ones, and normally I would grow them, but me being me, I was away for a little while and I actually killed my chives. So I do need to actually get some fresh ones and actually grow them. Normally I'd have them on the windowsill and I'd be all prepared with lots and lots of fresh coriander, parsley, chives, everything. But no, I've been traveling too much, so I actually killed them all. So anyway, there's 1 egg. Now I've actually got 2 eggs here. This is because I'm not making a big batch, but normally I would actually have 4 whole eggs here, and I would simply peel them all. This is actually a really easy recipe. This is crazy easy, honestly. Bowl, put that over here, and I'm just gonna chuck that in there. Both eggs go in. Don't need that lettuce yet. So avocado. Now I'm just gonna put, I'm actually gonna put a whole avocado in here. Normally, that came out easy for a change. Now normally I'd actually use half an avocado to every 2 eggs, but I love my avocado. And this one also needs to be eaten, so I'm just gonna take a spoon and scoop all of that in here. And also I'm going to end up saving a lot of this for later as well. So I love avocado, so the thing is, although I should only have half, I am actually going to put in a whole avocado, but I will come back to this later, you see. Now I'm really fussy, and I know a lot of people are going to moan at me right now, but I don't like the brown bits of avocado. I'm really fussy. I know I shouldn't be, but that's what I do. If I was putting in a shake, I probably would eat it, to be quite honest. I don't like those little brown bits. So now we've got 2 eggs, we've got my avocado, and now we're going to have 2 big spoonfuls of Greek yogurt. So 1 and 2. I'm making such a mess already. I love Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is so good. Awesome. And then I always keep my chives tied up like this because it's easier. So I'm just going to finally size some of those. You don't actually need too many chives. I like them because it gives it a nice little crunchy bit, and it's also quite oniony, but I don't want spring onions in here. Normally I would actually have spring onions, but chives, yeah, chives are better if you don't want to have that horrible onion breath. And then you literally just go in with a masher. Where's my masher? Ooh, yeah, I made a... Okay, if you're on my other thing, you'll know what I did with my masher. So I'm going to have to do something else. So I'm going to improvise right now. How can I crush my eggs? Actually, we'll take those out. I'm going to take them out now, actually. So you can tell this is a home movie. Nothing is prepped. So I'm going to chop them all up like this and just whack them in. Like, this is like literally the lazy girl guide to healthy food right now. Chop them all up. Fingers are all clean. Make sure your hands are clean and make sure you wash them. Of course. So that's all my eggs done. There we go. And then we're just going to scoop them all in this big bowl here. Okay. So we've got 2 whole eggs, Greek yogurt, avocado, and chives. It's actually really, really simple, and it's easy. Really, really easy. So I'm going to chuck them all in. Oh, I'm so messy, but I don't care. I'm not losing the extra protein. No. So then I literally mix it all up. So look, see this? This is actually really good. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment. Yeah. So it's looking good, right? Well, I think so. I like it. So this is what I do. So we've got a lovely, lovely mix there. Normally I would actually mash this a lot more, but having said that, I do like the fact that we've got loads of chunky bits, because I like a bit of a chunk. Bit of a chunk. And then, I just got to make sure we get some lettuce here. And basically, I'm just going to use the lettuce leaves to kind of wrap this, and then just kind of wrap it up and then just guzzle it. Like I said, this is stupidly easy. It's such an easy thing to do. And I don't understand why people make all these excuses like you can't cook and you can't do this and you can't do that. And so, why can't you just boil a couple of eggs, stick all the ingredients in a bowl, mix it all up, stick it in some lettuce, and Bob's your uncle, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to go over and wash my lettuce. Gotta shake your lettuce, love. Oh, there we go. Lettuce is all washed. And I'm just going to put it on a plate. And literally, I am just going to spoon this onto this. Look, can you see? So I'm literally just going to spoon this on here. Look, plop there. A little bit here. Now, these don't normally look a lot better than this. But I'm being real with you guys. I'm not going to make everything super fancy just because I'm filming it. This is just real life. This is, well, it is real life, yeah. No airs and graces here, sweetheart. So good. And then, so let's sprinkle salt, just a tiny bit. Into that too. And then, look, these are actually really, really good. You just scoop them up. It's really nice. Anything else? Maybe a bit of pepper. Yeah, let's try a bit of pepper. I think a bit of pepper would be nice on these actually. I'm a big fan of white pepper. I know people would prefer black cracked, but I like a little bit of white. Let's see what it's like with the white. Thank you. That was lovely. So, I'm going to finish eating both of these. But as you see, I had like 4 bits of lettuce here. And I've still got all this mix left. So the rest of this can be put on, it can be put on sourdough. Like, I'm a big fan of sourdough bread. So I make a really, really nice topping for a bit of toast. You can do it again with your lettuce. You can use this with quite a few things. You can just literally spoon it out the bowl. Like when I get munchies, like, come on, you can't say you don't, because everyone gets the munchies, right? Especially when you train, because it builds up an appetite and you want your food. So I would be sitting here in front of the TV later, right, just eating the rest of that. But I have another one here, and I'm gonna scoop this. So do you know what, I really sometimes wonder about these people, and you go, oh, I can't cook, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like, it's not like you can't, It's more like you won't try. So it's not that you can't, it's that you won't. And if you try, you can. So just silly things like this, you know, like I was in the gym and there was a guy and he was going on his phone, he was talking to his girlfriend at the time. I can't cook, how do I do this, how do I do that? But he's not willing to even learn. And I just think, abs are made in the kitchen. Like, you can do all the training you want and everything, but if your diet's not on point, then your training's kind of going to waste in a way. Like, it's good for you to train still, regardless of your diet. But if you want to see actual progress and you want to see changes in your body and you want to be healthier, then your diet has to go in hand with that. And I like my food too much. Like, I love my food. And this is just too nice. Like, how could you not want to make one of these? Like, really? Shush! Shush it. Mummy's talking. Anyway, so I'm now going to put all this like in a smaller bowl. I'm going to put it in a bit of Tupperware, stick it in the fridge. I'm going to go back to it later on. I'm probably actually going to put it on toast later because this is a no carb meal. And I need to have a little bit of carbs a little bit later on. This is the afternoon at the moment, and I've already had, I woke up this morning and I had eggs with 1 slice of sourdough. They were all scrambled eggs, and then I've had salmon with green beans, which is one of my favourites because I love salmon. Salmon is so good for you. Good for your skin, just good for you all around. And then I've had this. My next meal will be another serving of this with a bit of sourdough, and then I'll just snack on fruit. Like melon is one of my favourite things. So that's what I'll be having later. What are you doing? There's always something going on here. Anyway, that's the easier way to make a nice little healthy meal with literally just boiling an egg. Try it. Honestly, it's easy. It's so good. And if you do try it, leave me a link and leave me a comment, right? Let me know if you actually tried this or not, because I would actually love if someone, even just one of you, was to just try this and let me know your thoughts, because I think this is lovely. Yeah, and I need to go now because I'm in a mess.